think about the court as the Supreme Court of the United States and a rational actor and a decent one, that was a reasonable supposition, and it just turns out they're not bad. Incremental bit of progress here. The important question here is not whether the Supreme Court is going to decide that Donald Trump and all presidents are immune from prosecution for things crimes they committed while they were president. I mean, it would be fully insane for them to actually side with Trump here, right? The conclusion that we can arrive at now based on what they have done without having to wait for the ruling is that they are ensuring that Trump will not face trial. And when they inevitably rule that presidents aren't immune from prosecution after they leave office, what that will tell Donald Trump, if by then he is president, is that he can never leave the office of the presidency. Right. And if he is voted out in 2028, he cannot leave office, and he is willing to he is welcome to commit any crimes he wants to, as long as he is still president, in order to ignore the result of that election and stay in power for life, because otherwise he is going to go to prison when he gets out.
If they don't get their way, if the left doesn't get their way, then guess what? The Supreme Court is in bed with Donald Trump. They owe him something. Again, they owe him something. No, they're conservative justices that have been appointed, some by Trump, to the Supreme Court. But again, it doesn't mean that they're in bed with Trump. It doesn't mean they owe him something. And again, guys, we have got to understand that they call the right conspiracy theorist. But that's what they're doing. We have to truly recognize that. Then she said that if Trump gets voted out in 2028, that he could, open himself up to be locked up. So again, he could never leave office. I mean, what is that? That right there is a conspiracy. That's what that is. And guys, man, you can say whatever you want. But the fact of the matter is, number one, Trump could pardon himself. Number one, at least when it comes to federal charges, he could pardon himself if he wants to. But, I mean, again, make no mistake about it. Once he's voted in, he will be voted in. If things are left alone, which is really what the left wants. They want tampering. They want election tampering, election fraud to happen. They want the Supreme Court to step in and say, this man can't run because he's beat the pants off of Dementia Joe. He is killing that man. So they understand we better have something done. And again, the Supreme Court is our last hope. So really, what is happening is that they're saying, hey, look, he would never be able to leave office. He's going to be a permanent dictator. No, we have to also understand, man, if Trump would have never run, this would not be happening. If Trump never announced in what was it, November of 22 that he was gonna run again, if he never would have announced, this would not be happening. So again, once he's in office, they're gonna leave him alone. But that is what the left is afraid of. They know he's going to be voted in. They know that. If everything is left, fair, free, he is going to be voted in, and they are deathly afraid of that. And again, if they can't go after Trump, they go after his supporters. Again, they're racist, they're bad, they're white supremacists, they're conspiracy theorists, even though that's what they're doing right here. But guys, watch us.
Joining us now, Professor of Political Science at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, Tom Schaller, and journalist and opinion writer Paul Waldman. Their new book, out tomorrow, is entitled White Rural Rage, The Threat to American Democracy.
They're the most racist, xenophobic, anti-immigrant, and anti-gay geodemographic group in the country. Second, they're the most conspiracist group. QAnon support and subscribers, election denialism, COVID denialism and scientific skepticism, Obama birtherism. They're also the most strongly white nationalist and white Christian nationalist. And fourth, they are most likely to excuse or justify violence as an acceptable alternative to peaceful public discourse.
So you mentioned a lot of negative factors about this demographic.
The people that support Trump, they're white supremacists, and we have to go after them. That's what they're doing because, again, we can't get Trump. So we might as well demonize his supporters. And again, it doesn't matter. White, black, brown, doesn't matter. If you support Trump, you've been indoctrinated by white supremacy. No, you haven't been. And again, man, if you support the left, you have been indoctrinated. Either one, in college, or two, you're black and you've been indoctrinated by the black community or whatever. Or again, you've been indoctrinated by social media to believe things that aren't real. I mean, again, the left are the only ones that believe that you can cut the body parts off a boy and make him a girl. Or you can glue something on a girl and make her a boy. You can't do that. I'm sorry, that's never going to be. I mean, you can try, you can say whatever, but you're not doing that. You're mutilating somebody in order for you to say there's something else. And again, it's not right. If we truly care for these people, care for the kids, we would tell them the truth. You might feel like whatever, but you're not. You're what you were born as. Sorry. I mean, again, if you're a boy and you want to wear a dress, fine. You might get laughed at, but fine, wear it. If you're a girl and you want to, ride motorcycles and do whatever, fine. Do what you got to do. But again, this whole thing about, we got to be kind, we got to use whatever pronouns, no, we don't. That's not kindness. That is lying. That's being mean. You're not helping them. You're telling them a lie because you're too afraid to tell them the truth. That is truly what it is. You can say whatever you want to say, but that's what it is. But again, we're going to say that the Trump supporters, they're bad people. They're racist. Guess what? Because why? Because again, they understand this country is going down the tubes. They understand the Western world is going down the tubes. They get it. They see it. Again, they're not anti-black. They're not racist. But they understand something. This country is going down the tube. And we celebrate right now gutter trash. We do. We celebrate the bottom feeders. Again, we celebrate music. This, F that, WAP, whatever, WS, whatever it is. What is, WAP. We celebrate that like some kind of great song. No, it's not. It's gutter, smut, trash. That's all it is. That's all it is. And again, a country, a culture that again props that song up, it's nothing but trash. We have to recognize that. I mean, again, you can say what you want. You get mad. You can get mad at Jason Aldean for a song, Small Town. Try that in a small town. You can get mad. But again, then you go down the road and you turn up WAP. Sexy Red, whatever her name is. Man, what is wrong with this country? And again, Trump supporters, white, black, whatever, they understand this. They understand what's happening. And again, it's not about propping white people up over black people or whatever. It's not about doing that. It's about understanding what is right and understanding what is wrong and calling it out and being honest about things, being honest about the trans stuff, being honest about, again, that right now, majority of violent crime is committed by less than 13% of the population. Let's be honest about that. Let's be real about that. Let's not cover that up. Let's talk about that. Let's also talk about things like defund the police, no bail. That kind of stuff is going to lead to nothing but chaos. And again, it's already happening. We got the border wide open and we're letting people in that we don't know who they are. I mean, in record numbers. So again, that's why Trump people are the way they are. You understand something these liberal leftists don't get. But guys, got one more clip. Watch this.
Then the appeals court gives a bulletproof ruling, as Dahlia says, and they still decide to take it up.
What it says is that they are corrupted political actors who act in bad faith. The reason why people like Mark and people like Dahlia seem to have a crystal ball is because they're real, because they're realists, and they understand the court for what it is. And at some point, people in the media, people at home, and people sitting in the White House have to stop pretending that the Supreme Court is some kind of benign, trying to do its best institution and start to realize that there are 6 Republicans, not conservatives, Republicans on the Supreme Court who view it as their job to help the Republican Party. And until we do something about that, until we take away that power, until we draw the line on them there, they will continue to do this. They will help Trump. They will take away abortion rights. They will end affirmative action. They will liberalize gun rights. They will do all of it until we stop them. And somebody needs to start listening in the higher echelons of the Democratic Party, because we will keep losing every day we allow these 6 Republicans in robes to rule over all of us.
They were appointed by the President of the United States. Some under Trump, some under Bush. But again, we have to take the power away from them because, again, they're ruling in ways that we don't like. They're doing their job, but they're ruling in ways that we don't like. Again, Trump is bad. White people are bad. Trump supporters are bad. Top of the body parts, help the kids. Good. Again, walking around naked at pride parades in front of kids. Good. Drag shows for kids. Good. No bail. Defund the police. Borders wide open. Good. Can we not recognize, man, what they're doing is 100% pure evil. 100%. And now they're saying, hey, look, man, they're doing their job, but we don't like the way they're ruling. So again, we got to take that power away from them. We've got to take the power away from the Supreme Court. If we don't, guess what? We're losing. They're losing their agenda. It's evil. What they're doing, what they're trying to do to this country is evil. Pure 100% evil. There's no mistake about that. And again, people, they listen to that. Black people, because of the black community, because of Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, Bubba Gump. Again, they buy into it. These white liberal leftists and black leftists on college campuses, again, they hate this. They hate Trump. And again, if you say that a boy can never be a girl and a girl can't be a boy. They're just dressing up. They're just chopping things off. But again, they can never be. If you tell them that, again, they want to have you arrested for hate speech. But they can go on, they can march around, they can say, kill the Jews, gas the Jews, Palestine, free Palestine. They can say whatever they want to say. Again, that's fine. You go ahead and say kill the whatever, man, it doesn't matter. But if I dare say that a boy can't be a girl and a girl can't be a boy, oh my God. If I don't say there are 347 different genders, then again, oh my God. You want to have me, arrested for hate speech? We truly have to realize what is happening in this country. And again, man, what they're doing. But guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below.
You son of a